Welcome, Commanders. This is a guide for the second boss of the Union Raid of October 2025, Runway. Runway is a boss weak to the iron element. It is one of the easiest encounters in this raid and compared to the previous seasons. However, his movement patterns can significantly decrease the total amount of damage that you can do against him. It doesn't have much that could wipe your entire squad. Even level 260 accounts can survive him on the hard mode level 1. And outside of his movement patterns, there's pretty much nothing to really report about him. So this starts. I have taken Little Mermaid, since even out of burst, she is able to command the attack of the NIKKEs. And when that happens, you will not be missing a few shots. He will be charging his beam around every 40 seconds. A beam like this can kill you if you're around level 260. The only way for you to survive it is if you have a barrier NIKKE, like Tian Naga or Crown. Outside of that, you might need to cover away from it. And even if you cover, that beam can do a significant amount of damage to the HP of your characters. Outside of it, he jumps almost every 15 seconds. And he's doing another beam attack. Rinse and repeat, jumping again. Jumping again. There's no core, which is why I did not take Red Hood. If this boss had a core, or if any raid boss has a core, then going for Red Hood might be a better option compared to Raven. Raven is also an abnormal character. She's from the Stellar Blade collab. She is designed for encounters like this. Continue. Having Rappy Red Hood in this team completely trivializes the encounter because he also spawns some ads that can most of the time be completely ignored. Even on my testing with lower level accounts, I still managed to kill them without even shooting at them. There's only 30 seconds left. We will have the combat report in a moment. Yes, he jumped again. He spawned some ads, we didn't even get to see them. Boom. He does his final beam. And we survived it. So this is the report, 7 billion damage. Most of the damage, as expected, was done by Rappy. Raven didn't do bad. Even if my Red Hood is cracked up, she is still unable to do more damage than Raven because there is no parts to pierce, there is no core to take advantage of. Let's move to the team building part. The strongest possible squad that you can build while fighting iron bosses without competing with the resources of other teams is using Miranda. And now I know that some eyebrows might be raised. Even I didn't believe it when I have seen it. My Miranda is not built, unfortunately, and my Helm Aquamarine is also not built on that account. But she is used since she is one of the best buffers in the game. The cooldown reduction NIKKE is Helm Aquamarine, but her skill 1 also significantly increases the damage done to iron bosses. If you did not build Miranda, and if you want to keep Little Mermaid for the win boss, like Red Shoes, then you can absolutely use litter. She's still S tier when it comes to union rates. I have used Crown instead of Graves, and I have used Math instead of Helm Aquamarine. There is a keyword to what I said. Helm Aquamarine being deployed does not compete with the resources of other bosses. She is she's second bis on Iron. But Math is technically the best character that you can pull due to the absurd and phenomenal buffs that she can grant the entire squad. If she is played properly. If you don't have access to Crown, going for Bunny Aid is also just fine. A replacement for Raven and a replacement for Rappy Red Hood are gonna be either Red Hood or Eve. But these are not really that optimal, since these characters do not have a core to exploit. And I know I've said it a few times, but I think that it is clear for everybody. There is also an honorable mention. Placing Helm as an off-burst character is also an amazing alternative, especially when she's paired with Crown. Her passive healing is gonna trigger the extra buff from Crown, and buff for lower level players. Bursting more often means that the barrier uptime from Crown might be more frequently available, which would guarantee your survival. And this is addressed to lower level players. So before we end the video, I just would like to point out one thing. These guys are built for players who are struggling finding the best encounter based on the limited amount of resources that they have. I myself am not always using this guide, and the reason is simple. It is because I am a much higher level player and I have access to infinitely more resources. It would be completely unfair to have the same expectation of a new player or somebody that is just dipping into union raid. A lot of the whales and the leviathans in the top unions will never need a guide such as this. This is to help you guys be the best that you can without having to spend absurd amount of resources and without having to deploy the expected NIKKEs from these advanced guides. That's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, if you have any feedback, leave it down below. I will review every single comment and I will reply to everyone. Have a wonderful day, Commanders.